'Tis the season for killers in Santa suits. For years I thought Silent Night Deadly Night was the first movie with a killer dressed as Santa. As it turns out, that was just the one that got the most attention. A bunch of miserable old housewives protested the film, saying it was confusing their children into thinking Santa was a killer. I have an idea. How about not letting your children watch R-rated films? Anyway, years after I saw Silent Night Deadly Night, I saw To All a Good Night. To All a Good Night is a 1980 slasher film from director David Hess. Hess is best known for playing Krug in the original Last House on the Left. The movie was written by Alex Rebar, aka The Incredible Melting Man. As far as I know, this was also the first movie to have someone dressed as Santa as the killer. The movie starts a few years in the past at Calvin Finishing School for Girls. There's a sorority prank in progress, and it ends with a girl being pushed to her death. Cut to the present, and the school's being emptied out for Christmas break. Some of the girls at the finishing school can't go home, so they're staying at their sorority. What the hell is going on here? The girls that are staying behind gather around for dinner. There's Sexy Melody, Goofy Leah, the fake British accented Trisha, Cannon Fodder Sam, and the virginal Nancy. I guess we all know who's going to survive this one. One of the girls, Cynthia, is upstairs waiting for her boyfriend. He gets killed, and then Cynthia comes out and she's also killed.
The pie. It's for dessert.
I was not aware pie was for dessert. We're introduced to Ralph the handyman. Ralph acts weird, often carries sharp tools, and is such a red herring, even his shirt is red. That's the music from Home Sweet Home. Yeah, that's the same music, alright. Looks like something else Home Sweet Home borrowed. The girls want to sneak their boyfriends in, so they drug their sorority mother, Mrs. Jensen, with sleeping pills in warm milk. After the sorority mother falls asleep, the girls head out to a private runway, where the boys are flying in. We know the girls, now let's go over the guys. There's rich jock TJ, nerdy Alex, ugly shirt-wearing Tom, and shitty guitar-playing Blake.
Vagabond, running only makes you see, running only makes you see, your answer is another lonely day.
After enduring Blake's awful playing for long enough, Trisha gets up and goes to get some beer. Instead of getting that beer, she gets her throat cut. Tom goes looking for Trisha, and then he also gets killed. This part is kinda creepy. I thought TJ and Leah were gonna have sex, but instead she dances around in a leotard while holding a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
You're out of breath.
You're gonna wear me down, then I'll be useless.
Come on, a big, strong boy like you.
Big, yes, but strong. Not if we keep this up. Oh, my back. Help me.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Sam and Blake are having sex, and the suit of armor shoots Blake with a crossbow and decapitates Sam. Ralph warns Nancy that there's something evil going on. Melody's trying to seduce Alex, but he's doing his best to fight her off. Finally, she manages to convince him to get into bed, and she makes his day by giving him an old-fashioned. The next day, the group seem unconcerned about the fact that half of them are missing. While taking a walk, Nancy literally stumbles over Ralph's dead body. They then call in the police. There's Detective Polanski and two other cops, one of which is played by David Hess, the director. It's day 2 and some of the group's friends are dead. It's partner swapping time. Alex chases after Nancy, Leah has sex with the cop, and TJ puts the moves on Melody. Can't say I blame him. Leah goes to take a shower and finds Sam is the new showerhead. The cop then takes a knife to the back. TJ's making out with Melody, when all of a sudden he just kind of stops and, hey guy, there's something sort of hanging over your head there. Oh, that's not good. Melody runs away and gets back to the house. For some reason, the killer didn't kill Leah. She's now crazy and spends the rest of the film dancing around the bodies of her dead friends. Okay. Melody takes off to get to the airplane and meets up with the pilot. The killer starts the plane and gets a 2-for-1 kill. Back at the house, Nancy unmasks the killer to discover it's none other than Mrs. Jensen. She's killing everyone because the girl who died in the beginning of the film was her daughter. Nancy somehow then manages to kill Mrs. Jensen the same way her daughter died. You know, all these killings seem like a lot for one older woman, so it makes a bit more sense when a second Santa shows up. This movie has 2 killers. The second killer ends up being Detective Polanski. Turns out he was Mrs. Jensen's husband. He tries to strangle Nancy, but Alex shoots him with a crossbow. Nancy and Alex run from the house and leave Leah twirling around like an idiot. A very odd ending, to say the least. This was David Hess's first and only time directing. He did a decent job, but the film was way too dark. Even though he never went back to directing, he's doing just fine as an actor. Another thing most people don't know about Hess is before he got into acting, he was a songwriter. His first hit was later performed by the great Elvis Presley. There's a little-known song you may have heard of called All Shook Up. The adorable Jennifer Runyon played Nancy. Of all the things she's done, she's probably best known as the hot blonde in Ghostbusters. There is one thing that bugged me about the film. Since it's taking place someplace warm like California, there isn't any snow. There's Christmas lights and Santa suits, but no snow. I don't know, something about the cold and isolation that it brings really adds an element to winter horror movies. I guess they were trying to do something different, but if they wanted to do a holiday horror film during the warm months, why not Easter? Maybe not.